Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and as well Taurus Rising weekly general tarot reading May 31st up until June 6th, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you are going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving straight away to the weekly reading, and the first card we do have for you, Taurus, that is going to be the Two of Cups, followed by the Six of Swords. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Fool card, followed by the Moon card. And the fifth one in your reading, that is going to be the Queen of Cups. Oh. All right, so that's a general reading. But if somebody came to me inquiring for, are they gonna meet somebody, you know, to fall in love with these cards, definitely. All right, it's just, there is no doubt about it here. But as it's a general reading, I will try to cover as much as topics as possible. But generally, yes, these cards may refer to a new suitor that you both are going to fall into each other very, very quickly. Although at the start, the very, how can I say, the very emotion of how you both are pretty much getting into it is going to be a bit scary, okay? From another standpoint, these cards here are suggesting that there will be a lot of teamwork throughout the week, a lot of cooperation that will happen in between you and parties which are very interested into making a difference, into making a change. And we are starting here the week, or you are starting the week here, Taurus, with the Two of Cups. And as everybody knows, you know, the Two of Cups, it is the love card in tarot. It's pretty much where two people are reaching toward one another. Just hold on a second here. Two people are reaching toward one another. And if we're talking about love, all right, if that's the love card for you, Taurus, then everybody or each party of this interaction needs to make or needs to walk their path. You cannot expect that your suitor is going to pull the heavy lifting, nor they can expect that you are to pull the heavy lifting either. You both need to reach out toward one another. Therefore, regardless if we are talking about love or a business cooperation here with the Two of Cups, I'm sorry. There should be no pride, nor there should be any shyness in it, all right, or should be any, how can I say, a game of being hard to get. It is just, you know, whenever you do meet or get introduced or just start hanging out with a person of interest, regardless if it's going to be about business interest or romantic interest, although romantic interest here is way, way more possible. You just need to face it openly, because this card here, regardless what topic it covers, it does breed unity, where, you know, two people or everybody just unite and everybody is pulling their own weight into it, and it's open for everybody else. Therefore, at the start of the week, for love, we already covered. Either you're gonna meet somebody new to get introduced to and to get, you know, to get in love with. Should that be about a current relationship, that doesn't mean that you are gonna meet anybody else, right? But the card literally speaks about that you both are gonna start opening even more and more toward one another. And especially if you do had any difficulties recently into your relationship, highly likely here, and especially looking at the other cards, highly likely here is that the things are simply going to work out for you all. Career-wise, with the Two of Cups, well, you can expect a very pleasant and, how can I say, comfortable environment into your working place. And right after this very, very pleasant start of the week, we do have the Six of Swords, and this is where the fear kicks in. the fear of the future and how things are going to really work out from that situation here, either a situation of love, situation of business, or maybe a situation of friendship. Now, the Six of Swords in this particular case speaks about the unification of the cumulative goal, I would say. Or in other words, you all, or you both, are looking into the same direction, although not knowing what the direction is going to be. And thus, only thing that it needs to be done is just to take a step forward. So at this stage of the week, at the Six of Swords stage of the week, which should be in a fairly early time frame of the week, a decision is going to be made. You know, what the heck? Let's just try it out and see what happens. And as soon as you all, or you both, are to make that step forward into committing, either into a project or either into a relationship, or just, you know, to fix your current relationship or marriage, things are simply going to work out. Because Six of Swords, at the end of the day, it's a card reflecting to one's dream, all right? But I mean the ultimate dream, where one is to be loved, one is to be successful, you know, one is to be generally in a good place in life. And that's when one has that dream, just thinking about it is not enough to get you there. Actions are needed. And now you do have the person or the collective to get to that place. So actions toward that person or toward that collective, it's required. And not just only you are to make that action, like I said, with the first card, where everybody is reaching toward the other. Once you start making that action, the other side is going to start making their actions too toward you. And once you know the motion is set, we do have the Fool card, which is literally, you can meet it in the books as a new beginning. But the Fool card is a bit behind, in a sense of that is the moment just before the beginning. And thus, the Fool card, it is, how can I say, a manifestation of you can be wherever you want to be with this enterprise, you know, with this individual or with this collective. Now, important thing to know about the Fool card, it is that at this point of the week, at this point of your endeavor, you should not think of what can, how can I say, what can pose difficulties, what could deteriorate it, you know, what are going to be the challenge. What you should focus on, it is just the sheer goal itself, to be in a family, you know, or to be successful, whatever your goal is, and just allow the light of it to illuminate your path moving forward. Now, the Fool branches out when we're talking about career, and when we're talking about interactions with people, and when we're talking about love, family. It branches out in every single direction. So we'll try to cover up the most inquired topics. And in career, at the middle of the week here, you can expect to be thrown into a very chaotic situation, but that chaotic situation is going to be very well developed for you, or what I mean is going to pose you with a great development, because for you that is going to be a creative chaos. You are going to be able to learn a great deal of things there, and also situate yourself in a very good positions. In terms of newly formed interactions, that is in case you do meet somebody right now that's throughout this week, you know, that you're going to start falling in love with. The Fool card, it is a moment where the interaction is very carefree. There are no obligations, you know, there are no empty promises, there are no expectations even, and there are no ultimatums at all. It is just, you know, whatever happens, happens. And when you do lose the leash, if I may express myself that way, things are gonna start working out great for all of you, because the Fool stands for that life is art, art is muse, and muse is your life, and everything is going to be, how can I say, easy going with this card, regardless if we're talking about business or talking about relationships. And right after this beginning here, the Moon card manifests for you, Taurus. And it's a very simple, right? Moon card. It's pretty much testament that you are on the right track here. Okay, that's this interaction that happened, this unity that happened at the start of the week. It's something you have been meant to experience and meant to develop. It will lead you to a substantial point of your life. Therefore, you should not try to walk away from it. And even if you do decide to walk away from it, because Tarot doesn't make decisions for anybody, yeah, throughout the week you may meet somebody, but you may be highly disinterested to that person for one or another reason, because you do have some material stereotypes that this person doesn't fall in, because these cards are showing just the emotional connections. If you do decide to walk away, that will bounce back, maybe not with that person or with that collective, with another collective or with another person, but the situation is going to repeat itself, because again, with the Moon card, you are meant to experience that no matter what. And at this stage of the week, you are going to start feeling a bit uncertain, if I may say it that way. That is because the sheer realization of how much you have at that stage with the collective or with the individual, and what if you didn't have them, right? What would be the life if you didn't have them? And this is how can I say, a work of fantasies. It is just your mind is creating those fantasies, and these fantasies are making you feel unstable. And another thing is that right now the circumstances haven't been developed enough so you can be 100% certain, but they are getting there. The thing with the Moon card is that you cannot see all these circumstances, because otherwise you can change the course of your faith, which here that is very seldom for Tarot, but here it is a cast in stone, and you're not supposed to change it. Okay, that's the premise of the card itself. And what the Moon pleads you to do is just, no matter how uncertain and insecure you may feel, emotionally unstable at that particular point, don't deviate from the path that you have chosen, which is that interaction with the collective or with the person itself. And we are ending here the week with the Queen of Wands, and I'm gonna draw another card that will show us a bit more about this individual, and that is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. So Queen of Cups at the end of the week, that will be somebody that you know very well. And it's a very faithful supporter of yours. It could be your mother, or it could be a motherhood figurine, it could be your best friend. And at the end of the week, you're going to take your time to deliberate with this person what happened to you, about that you have fallen in love, for example, or about that things are going very well, you know, into your career, and so on and so forth. And the thing is that this individual, the Queen of Cups, they can always help you to emotionally stabilize, and that will be very needed here after the Moon card, when you start fantasizing that thing one day may fall apart, which probably it won't, but still the fear is going to be there. And this person is going to stabilize you emotionally. I do think that they are just going to give you a shoulder for you to cry on and to lean on emotionally. And also knowing that they are very discreet, they call for discrecy. They are very discreet. You can pretty much share and talk about anything that happened to you, knowing that they are going to address it with not commiseration, but empathy. And the interaction with this individual, as we do have 10 of Pentacles here, which by the way form a passive friend, it does speak that you're going to feel very comfortable, right? You're going to feel very cozy into their into their company. And the more you interact, the more you share, the more time you spend talking about, you know, what happened to you, and sharing your fears with them, talking about your fears with them, the more you will start relieving yourself from these fears, the more independent you will become from the negative thoughts that may twist and tangle your mind at that particular point of the week. So a beautiful thing is going to happen to you, Taurus. Don't walk away from it, guys. Don't be afraid. Fear rots one's soul. Fear, it is what stops you of making progress. And with that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. Good luck. I wish you, and we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.